L World presents Mac Bre-Z. By the end of this, I'll determine whether she's a winner or a loser. Let's get right into it. Oh, and before we begin, it's important, very important, that I put up some throwback pics of Mac Bre-Z so we could better understand what she's saying. Because without these throwback pics, all this shit would just sound ridiculous. Let's be honest. So, bang. Now let's begin.
I've been with my husband since 2016. I got married in 2019.
Okay. Right off the bat, you get a W. Black love, marriage, all that, bang, W.
You know, like you be in the streets and you be hypersexual and I might go back to an ex or something like that. And I think it's hard for him to get over it.
Dang. L.
Very first artist he ever signed.
Okay.
Not just female. The very first artist he ever signed back in 2000.
How old were you when he signed you?
I was 17.
17. Now, rumors were swirling. Were you guys in a relationship when he signed you?
In a relationship before I ever did music with him.
So how old we talking?
Okay,
so you were 17. How old was
I
he?
knew Gucci before we was in a relationship, plus being in living in the same neighborhood. So I knew him 3 years prior to.
So y'all used to fuck?
And once we was in a relationship, yeah.
Okay, and how old were you when you was in a relationship with Gucci?
17, when I started the relationship part.
When you started fucking Gucci?
Yeah.
Okay, so how old was Gucci?
He was like 24.
24 and a 17-year-old. Okay, all right. Welcome to the wine cellar.
Wow. Let's do the math right quick. 17, he 24. Knew the nigga, what'd you say, 4 years prior? 3 years prior, so that'd be 14. And he'll be, what, 21? Look, that's Chris Hansen, where you at, bruh? I may need you on this one. So this isn't a W or a L, we're just gonna DQ. This is gonna be just out of bounds, out of pocket for this one. We'll come back to this one, maybe.
Oh, and we're gonna put that video in here where he punched you in the face at a show back in 2005.
Jesus Christ. She started off strong, but we're spiraling down into like a blowout here. Hopefully she can come back. Well, this one lives in a W or L also. So we'll see. We'll see if this gets any better.
And you said you have 20 years worth of unpaid royalties that are due to you, okay? You also say you may have heard some of the hit records I am featured on, like Go Ahead. Yes. That's one of my song pills, okay?
Okay. Big bank take little bank here. He just bogarting all her money, all her royalties, success, and all that. So that's a W for Gucci, which is basically a L for Mac Bre-Z. So this is a L.
I've been on several podcasts explaining my grievances with Gucci. However, you've been withholding specific details about the 6-year relationship that you guys had.
Damn, so we're already back to Chris Hansen. Where you at, bruh? And now we're talking about a 6-year secret relationship. Then you factor in what she signed with the nigga for when she was 17. So you take that 6, you subtract that or add to it or whatever the fuck, whatever equation, whatever you get, the sum total. It's I don't know, man. That shit seemed like DQ.
Okay.
And not only that, even though I have issues with him as far as the business side,
yeah,
he was the good to me. I know a lot of people might find it hard to believe from how he punched me in my face on the video, but honestly,
he pushed
God,
you and punched you in your face.
Yeah, he did. He did. And so, honest to God, Gucci was a good boyfriend, fiance, all of that. Like he treated me like a princess.
Stockholm, classic example. This needs to be studied. This is like a case study of Stockholm. L.
So you were engaged to him?
Yeah, like I had 3 different engagement rings.
Oh.
Whoop-de-doo. 3 engagements, no ring. L.
That was the only time he ever put his hands on me. We had a toxic relationship, but that was the only. He wasn't a woman beater. He didn't. That was the first and last time he ever did that.
I like when y'all say he wasn't a woman beater. He just punched me in the eye one time.
It was the one time. I'm just being honest. We did have a toxic relationship.
Okay.
But that's just because I'm an alpha too, so it's kind of, we bump heads a lot.
Okay, so, but just because you bump heads a lot, I mean, did you put hands on him?
I mean, we wasn't domestic. We wasn't domestic. It was like a lot of ego and
It was domestic.
Okay.
It was domestic.
It never got to that, extreme.
It did because he did it in public.
He was high.
It don't matter. He put his hands on you. I hate when women go through domestic violence and y'all like to dial it back to, he was high. He couldn't have really meant it because he loved me and I was engaged to him. Girl, the man beat your ass.
Tasha Cooking. The man beat your ass. Look, man, this is looking bad. If you keeping track, she got 1 point. She got one point for the W column, 4 points in the L column so far, and then 3 in the DQ. This one here, what is this? What is this? Number 9. Tasha hits her from the outside with common sense, with rationale, trying to speak to a brick wall type shit, but she's still saying he's a good man, this is a good man, that. This is a DQ also, but goddamn, should we stop here? Should we just throw in the towel, ref? Throw in the towel or not? We keep going. We're gonna keep going.
You've been performing your songs?
Yeah, I've been performing my songs, and the issue I've been having is every time I try to put up one of my performances, Instagram, social media, YouTube, they take it down. They either take it down, block it, or mute it, and say I don't own the rights. And that's been going on, and I just been dealing with it the best I can. Sometimes I replace it with other songs, but that's been a frustration because I can't show my growth, my development, my interactions with the audience. I can't show none of that because of the record being blocked.
Hey, another L, another point for the L column. Big Bank strikes again.
But every lawyer that I ever had a meeting with or took a meeting with will start the process, and then they'll just disappear. Everybody's scared to go up against Gucci in that machine.
See, another W for Gucci, which is basically an L for Bre-Z. All the lawyers scared to fuck with Gucci. That's another big bank right there. Jesus Christ, big bank dominating out here. L.
What's his name? The one that's with Angela Simmons. Gotti. Yeah, I saw an interview with Gotti, and he said that he hit Keisha while she was with Gucci.
That was like a known thing.
And then Rick Ross was hitting Keisha.
And that's why I said he was a sucker. Gucci always been a big trick. You get what I'm saying? So it's like sometimes if a woman come into his life, they got some kind of clout or got some kind of pull or could change his life for the better, he kind of gets sucked into that and kind of become submissive to the women in some type of way.
Okay, shit turning around. Look, okay. Gucci always been a big trick. I love that. That statement right there alone could be put on a t-shirt. But look, he got cucked by Gotti and Ross. Gucci got cucked by Gotti and Ross. So this right here is actually going to fall into the W column for Bre-Z. 2 points on that one. That was like a fucking critical hit right there. She gets 2 points for that one right there. Things looking up for baby. It's looking up for you, Bre-Z. Hang in there, baby. Don't throw in the towel yet. Don't give up just yet. We still got a ways to go.